and he is an NFL Super Bowl champion, community leader, entrepreneur, philanthropist, a father, a husband, and an author. You all put your hands together for Kyle Arrington.
Hey, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yay! Hello.
Yes, welcome aboard, brother.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the warm welcome. And I must say, y'all my kind of people because it is lit up in here more ways than one. I'm just saying now.
Yes.
Line lunch, I ain't got nothing on y'all.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Like drinking on the job.
Yeah, you did. So shout out to Fox. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So this guy's all.
At least y'all can drink after 5 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah,
we after hours.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
But what I want to say is, man, brother, you're doing it. You're knocking it out the park. So we run into you at Fox a lot. We run into you doing amazing events. You have a foundation. You are just an all-out superstar.
Super Bowl champion.
And have a ring though. Got a ring. Been in the Super Bowl twice, but got a ring though, y'all.
Yes.
Been in the Super Bowl twice, but got a ring.
No Giants fans in the audience. I wish somebody would raise their hand.
They better not do that.
We're gonna talk.
That's y'all rival. That's y'all rival.
They cost me one. They cost me one. So
Yes, they did.
They did. And I was
Yes.
a Giant fan that year, so I must say that I was happy that year.
I didn't know this leading in.
Yeah, so my cousin used to be corner for the Giants, and that's why I started
I give you
rocking
pass.
with
I
the
give you
Giants.
pass.
So yeah, he was a family member. So man, shout out to you for all that you're doing, man. The foundation, the great work that you do in the community. Let's get started. Tell them a little bit about you and who you are and what you represent.
Yeah, no, thank you for the opportunity. Yes, 10-year NFL veteran, Super Bowl champion, Kyle Arrington. And honestly, my pillars are that I reflect is just, family and faith. Just reverberate once again through me and the missus. And it's actually interesting. I find myself, albeit a few years retired now from the game, but competitive still at things I have no business being competitive.
like what? Like what?
So, for example, I love just catching up, being a dad and all that comes with it. Dropping the kids off, picking them up. When it's my turn to pick them up, because I'm on drop off duty. But when it is my turn to pick them up, I like to get there first. You're not first, you're last, right?
So you want to be first in line?
Yeah, I'm first in line. So
you're an hour and a half before the school.
I was to get out 2:25. I would get there like 20 minutes before Karen shows up, and she's her name is actually Karen, by the way.
Okay.
So I said, she look at me like that. No, her name is actually Karen. We got a report and everything now. So she would, but she likes to be first herself. So we had a little friendly competition going. So I had to kind of shave off time to be first. Next day she would be ahead of me shaving off time. So like you said, when I did find myself an hour and a half parking after school, walking to Starbucks and waiting an hour and a half for the kids, I'm like, all right, I might have
You
a
took
problem.
it too far.
I might have a problem now. Yeah. No.
But what I will say is that shows your dedication, though,
There you
because
go.
you're definitely not late. You early and you there on time and you picking these kids up. And shout out to everybody though that can handle their kids. That's a blessing to be able to do that. Hug your kids, love on your kids, and show them something special.
Absolutely.
Mom, on the other hand, it's 2:25 and she's just leaving the house. I'm just saying.
So wait, is that what got you on pickup duty?
Yeah. So it's funny. I actually picked them up the other day, and the vice principal was out there, and I kind of rolled my window down every now. We talk every now and again. So, you guys are early today, and I was kind of friendly about it, but in my mind, like, what's that supposed to mean? So she almost got a piece of my mind. I was going to keep it close. I kept it PC though.
And so we went to a function that you guys had in Baltimore.
Oh, the Winter Wonderland.
And when I tell you, I still talk about it, and this is why I'm bringing it up.
I think we got some
It was
pictures
the
from
most
that.
amazing, sexy
Clip.
event that I have been to in some years. And when I say it was amazing, it was totally amazing. Everybody looked beautiful, super dressed up, just for a great cause. You always do things for the community. What made you go from an NFL player to an activist type of person to where you put your heart into the community? Is that something that you did when you was playing football? Is that something that you did when you got outside?
And then lead us right into the Evolve Foundation.
Yeah, for
absolutely. So one thing about when I was playing football, and whether it was in New England, whether it was Baltimore, it was the understanding of being more than just a pillar on the field. You had to be a pillar off of the field. And not a lot of people are aware of this, though, how my career actually ended was a severe head injury concussion, like I get D1.
Oh.
And so it,
Wow.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, if I could just be transparent, even vulnerable for a second, it took me 2 years to get back to my baseline. And
Yeah.
in that journey of self-discovery,
relate.
if you will,
Yeah.
I realized that the peak is not the person, it's something greater. And I realized as a kid myself, I wasn't no prodigy when it came to football, no natural talent. But the one thing I could control and I had going for me was that I know how hard I would work. I know how hard I was willing to work, and you would not outwork me. And so those are some of the same qualities, values that we try to reflect in the Evolve Foundation, especially a lot of kids and communities who were me, like who don't feel seen, who feel marginalized, you know, underserved, undervalued, unappreciated, underestimated. You know, that was me. So I would, you know, why would we do what we do is because we want the kids to know we see you. And when it comes to youth empowerment and opportunities, exposure, you know, is a big word as well. So as far as the Evolve Foundation, and just the word in and of itself, evolve.
Evolve.
It means, well, for us, it means transformative and perpetual growth, you know, and creating positive cycles. Not only creating, but maintaining positive cycles and attacking it at a root level, which is, you know, our next generation.
Yes.
And making sure, you know, they're not Giants fans. Or Cowboys fans, for that matter, either. You know?
Yeah, definitely not Cowboy fans. This one over here is a Cowboy fan.
Now,
Definitely not no
You know
Cowboy
what?
fans.
So my wife is
I
a
feel
Cowboy
sorry
fan
for
as
her.
Your wife
well.
is a Cowboys fan?
So
How do you
deal with that?
I don't
We
know
gotta
how
hook
it
up.
happened.
We gotta hook
But
up.
one thing I did tell her is there will be no Cowboy paraphernalia, because I know y'all just had the question of the week and everything like that. So I stood on business with my wife. I said I wish I would see something. We don't even put a star at the top of our Christmas tree.
That's what. Hey, so bro, I salute you. Let me tell you something.
That's wrong, Kyle.
She done had the nerve to
That's
try to have
wrong.
me wearing Dallas Cowboy socks and all this.
Are you
I
gonna-
said, girl, if you don't get this mess out of this house right now, why would you even have this in here?
You know,
so
that's
I don't know how I'm ready.
Blasphemous.
It kind of is though.
You don't want to tell them how you was wearing the Cowboys Speedos for me
Oh, wait a minute.
around the house.
You was role playing. Y'all role playing. Who were you? Who was you? Nah, man.
She capping again. Hey, Kyle, she capping, Kyle.
See, man. You can't be sitting.
No, he
When
didn't
y'all
really
be drinking
do it.
pillow talk. Be
Yeah,
coming
you see
out,
what I'm saying? So it ain't never been about no Cowboys, though. I promise you that. And so I want to ask you something personal, though, because coming from, you sound like somebody who worked hard, got yourself up the ladder in the game, secured your position. How did you feel after all of that hard work, all the adversity that you had pushed through to get to where you were, and put that ring on that finger? How did that feel in that moment? How did that feel?
That's a great question. I get asked, every now and then, often actually, and it is a culmination of just from the very moment, very inception. As a kid, you play Pee Wee football, you slide those cleats on for the first time. Mm-hmm. You imagine playing on the biggest stage in the biggest moment, which is no more bigger than the Super Bowl, and to win it and have that confetti fall down and it just become real, right? It's almost indescribable, honestly. It's anywhere from like euphoric to just an amazing, incredible feeling. All the blood, sweat, tears, broken bones, ligaments,
Exactly.
trips to the ER, surgery. It's all worth it. And so, and once again, that's just what I try to reflect in everything that I do. One thing that I love about football so much, and sports in general, but football particularly, is that it teaches you everything that, as far as like life lessons are concerned, it's very transferable. Everything that happens on the field happened off the field to me as well.
You can transfer to real life skills.
Exactly. You have so many groups of, especially football, because it's a bigger team than most other
for
sports.
Sure, for sure.
So that means a bigger makeup of people that come from so many different walks of life, backgrounds, religions, ideologies, you name it, and political affiliations, but none of that matters, because you have one common goal. And if you think about it, we all want the same thing, even off the field, speakingly. But we have so many things going on right now that distract us, divide us, divisive rhetoric, and things like that. But at the end of the day, we all are in the same boat and want the same things.
Absolutely, Kyle.
So I want to ask you this: who influenced you the most in football? Like, who had the biggest influence on your life in football?
So Daryl Green actually came to our school. We had a field day in middle school. So went to Burroughs Middle School, and that was Academic Academy. So Daryl Green actually came to our middle school, and in that moment, he kind of talked and said all the right things, saying school, work hard, get good grades. But we had opportunities, like I said, field day, to go outside and play with them. And so it was one of those moments where it wasn't only just inspirational, it wasn't just motivational, it was aspirational. You know, we could look, we could touch, we could feel, we could throw the ball, catch with them, tackle them, and so it was an opportunity to say, hey, look, I can be Darryl Green myself. And dang it, if I wasn't Darryl Green, I'm same position.
Yes.
Wasn't the biggest person on the field, but had the biggest heart.
Yes.
So it was a tangible experience, and that's one of the things that. Once again, want to make sure that we embody, or at least I embody, very boots on ground, very just put me in the trenches. Like wind me up, let me go. That's why I thrive the best and have the most fun and the most me in those moments.
I love that.
it. So I'm gonna wrap it up because we gotta get ready to go. But I'm gonna ask you this: you got 1 hour. You just signed you a couple of $1 million check, for your foundation. They gave you a great grant or whatever the case is, and you have one artist you can listen to. It could be a group or artist. Who you listening to? You can't take them out once you put them in. Who is it?
So some music, huh?
Yeah. We getting personal. We want to know about your personal life. So who you gonna push in that deck for that 1 hour ride?
You can't change
it. It can be a group or an artist.
Okay.
Can't change it.
And you in a great mood.
Great mood. I was just about to say,
you feeling good.
I'm a mood music kind of guy.
You feeling good.
So if I'm feeling good right now, right now Afrobeats is just hot. It's just hot right now, man. So some Burna Boy, Davido, whatever. I'll put on the Afrobeats playlist.
I like
for
that.
A whole hour.
For a good 15 minutes.
Who's your favorite?
We said an hour.
But wait though, it's an hour now. You got an hour.
I might get a little Afrobeat it out after a while.
So let me ask you this then: who's your favorite Afrobeat artist?
I'm a huge Burna Boy fan.
Burna Boy. Mm-hmm. He here tonight, right? He here tonight.
Yeah,
He is?
Oh, is he?
He here tonight or tomorrow night, one of these nights. Yeah.
Oh.
He here tonight. Yeah, he is. Shout out Burna Boy.
How's it go? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So shout out to you, man. So give it up, man, where they can find you, how they can follow you, and whatever you have coming up next.
Absolutely, yes. Check me out. Actually, check me out tomorrow. I'll be live at 11 a.m. Fox 5, Lion Lunch Hour. We like to cut up. We like to have a time.
Shout out Fox.
Shout out my Fox friends.
Fox gang.
Follow us, the Evolve Foundation, at www.theevolvefoundation.org. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Please, donate, support, get involved, stay in touch. What we have coming up. And speaking of events, so our summer event. I think you guys missed last year.
We
it was
did.
our first inaugural.
We had something
Chic
else.
and Sneaks.
We was in another.
When is it, Kyle?
So we just save the date out there, June 22nd. So
June
everybody in the
22nd,
building, everybody
June
online
22nd.
watching, June 22nd, Audianapolis. It will be a time because one thing we like to call it is an elevated experience.
And you're going to have
Elevated.
spotlight over the city doing something.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh yeah. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
y'all gonna have to host it.
Yeah.
Put us on.
We claiming it.
We on the cop.
Spotlight over the city.
Yeah.
Hosting Chic and Sneaks June 22nd. It is all proceeds go to our art therapy initiatives, and once again, the event itself is a reflection of that. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about cars. We're talking about culinary. We're talking about shoes.
Everything
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah,
Everything I love.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Make sure you come and
June 22nd,
express
y'all.
yourself.
Okay, I love it.
So,
y'all, go ahead.
y'all make sure y'all follow my guy, man. One of the most humble guys in the city, man. He's doing some amazing things, and I love the community work that you're putting in.
Yeah,
You're
I
really
do.
helping a lot of people, and it means a lot to us. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Y'all get up for
Doing
my
my
part.
part.
Give it up
Y'all
for
give it up. Put them hands together for
Arrington.
Arrington in the building. Let's go.
Y'all ready for the record?
Y'all
For the
ready?
Record game show in the
Are y'all
building?
ready?
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?